I read that a bard is someone who devotes their life to developing their creative aspect. What's creativity to you? What does that word mean?
Well, creativity to me is like life breath, really, because through music and poetry and wordsmithery and storytelling, we find a release from what could be called the control system, really. You know, there's you break free because your frequency changes, so you ascend into a different frequency range, because that whole control system's got a frequency range, and if you go into spirit through beautiful words or poetry or music, whatever, then you're changing the frequency.
You're kind of elevating yourself.
You're elevating, you're going into spirit, you're inspired.
It's beautiful.
So then you move away from all the kind of trappings of that control system. And that control system is not just about legislative control, it's also about the social programming that is a mental program, you know. So where spirit yearns to be free of that, because it's somebody else implanting it upon us, imposing it upon us from when we're tiny, you know. So we find we're liberation and freedom through creativity. And as it's life breath for me, what I always found and what I always noticed was my life would flow much more, and I'd be much happier when I was being creative, when I was writing or composing or playing music. It's almost like the energy in you and your spirit is allowed to flow, and that takes you somewhere else. So it releases you from that kind of political dogma that's got an agenda behind it. So creativity is essential for me for the etheric well-being of the human being, and where spirit can fly and soar. And a lot of the poetry I write is very much about that. And again, I don't feel like I write it, I feel like it comes through me.
Right.
So that creativity could be considered a direct link to the spirit, you know.
And that was going to be my next question, like where do your poems come from? Maybe you want to give us an example?
Yeah, well, we'll give an example, and for me, they come through me. I never feel like they're my property or something. I feel like it's my responsibility to deliver them and to share them with the best intentions, so that whatever is coming through, if there's any messages coming through with it, that the messages are felt with the heart. That, you know, because if I was to stand and recite a poem, say a specific poem, and I'm in an egotistical space, it's a very different energy than when I go into spirit with the poem, and people feel the energy of somebody who's in the spirit. And that's what the bard was. The bard would be a conduit of spirit. So the poems, for example, there's a poem, St Dunstan's Track, that came to me, and when it came, it literally just gripped me. This energy is just gripping me, and for me that can be, it's like spirit realm, but also the ancestral bards and angels and spirit guides can be speaking through me, because I'm the Bard of Glastonbury and people are going to listen. So they have an opportunity to, and I feel blessed to be that conduit, if that's the case. And